Okay, so after I posted the last video, I've gotten a little bit more information and I wanted to make sure that I keep this fair because Garmin Pilot actually can do one of the things that I said it couldn't. All right, so a couple things. The first thing is the color coding on the airports was a little confusing because it wasn't what I am used to looking at in Foreflight. Now, Foreflight doesn't use the blue, but it does use the red and pink for the IFR and low IFR. And so I wanted to kind of show how to do this. So the first thing is the colors. If we go up here to home and go to settings, general, you'll notice right here we've got the time format and then you've got your flight conditions and colors. And if I pick standard, which is the one that Garmin uses by default, you've got the colors that they're using. If I pick alternate, then it flips it around so that to me it makes a little bit more sense. So green is VFR, then we go to marginal VFR, IFR, and low IFR. So that's the thing on the colors. Now, if I go back over here to the map screen, the other thing that was pointed out is on the all of the different weather things. So once we turn on weather, so we go over here to overlays and turn weather on over here on the right. As soon as we turn that on, we get this thing down here on the bottom, and by default it ends up saying station ID, which is what actually causes it to put the airport abbreviations in there. If we click on that over here in the bottom right, we can change it to show any condition we want. So if we come down here to cloud ceiling and turn that on, then it actually flips it around and shows us what the ceiling is at that particular airport. So it does have the ability to show ceilings. Now I've got cloud ceiling, and it seemed like there was, or that was it. So we got cloud cover and then cloud ceiling. So you can actually display anything you want, which is actually pretty neat. So whatever you might be interested in seeing, you can turn on there. Now, the only other thing I want to mention when you turn this on that has got me more than once is that your brain tends to want you to click on the little colored dot when you're wanting to pull up airport information, and you have to remember to still click in the middle. So if you look at 6A1 right in the middle of the screen there, if I pick on, I'll get a little closer. If you pick on the little dot, it ends up bringing up information like you're doing a waypoint. If you pick on where it says the NA and if you pick on the N, it'll actually bring up the airport information. So it's a little misleading the way that it looks because it stretches out that label. And so you got to remember that you still have to click in the middle of the label, not over on that colored dot. But that does solve one of my dilemmas. So now if we just get the FBO address in there where we can get directions to it, we'll be A-OK. But right now I just wanted to post a quick amendment to that last video I did because you can do some of the stuff here that I thought you couldn't.